Hey guys, it's San and welcome back to the BulbaSquad. So today we're going to be talking about, well, a little bit about the celebration set that's coming out in October. However, before we can really talk about that, I need to provide some information as to why specifically I am worried about the set's overall health. Here's the thing. Right now we are in a time where Pokemon is heavily printing any and all sets that are in standard. We look at Vid Voltage, it recently got the reprint, tanked it back down. To be fair, that was a heavily manipulated market and people were overly speculating into it, believing it would not get reprinted, even though, let's be honest, you should have known better. Anyone who did that should have known better. So, here we go. Here's the thing. With these massive sets, in terms of the supply, there is one silver lining that literally no one has been accounting for except Cardinal. Great guy. Great guy. We've been having a chat, and he absolutely corrected me on this at first because I was a little more hesitant. So go check him out. So, back to what I was saying. The size of the sets are offsetting the supply of the set. What I mean by this is because the number of cards in the set are so massive, you have to open up more product in order to get the cards you want. And regardless of whether or not everyone tries to be smart and just buy the singles, here's the thing. There's a lot of people out there who just enjoy opening the boxes. I have many personal friends who, even though they know for a fact it's better to just buy the cards outright, they will crack the boxes for fun. And the bigger the sets become, the more they're cracking, by extension. Because these sets are growing larger and larger, people are cracking more and more products. And by extension, so even if they double the amount of product out there, if all the consumers double the amount they're consuming, or even triple it to match how many cards are in the set / the supply, it is going to offset the supply in the long run. So, let me elaborate on this. Vivid Voltage. We have 12 Rainbow Rares, 6 Gold cards, 19 Full Arts. Before we get too deep into this, the pull rates, as I calculated them out roughly for Sword and Shield era, it is between 1 to 3 Full Arts in a box, so we're going to say 2. Rainbow Rares are about 1 in every 2 boxes-ish. Obviously, some of this is going to feel different because everyone has different experiences. This is what I've managed to pinpoint from all the boxes I've looked at. Next, 1 gold card per 3 boxes, so 2 in a case of 6. And now, what I've done is I went ahead and we are going to make one blatant assumption. It may be wrong, it may be right, we don't know. Pokemon does not short print any cards. That is my assumption. All cards equal and are treated equally. All cards exist equally in terms of the supply. Believing this, I can move forward, because if we start arguing, oh, Pokemon short prints cards, well then guess what? This would technically be worst case scenario for the cards that are the chase cards. If they're short printing it, good for them. But we're going to assume all of them are treated equally. That means, to make a master set of Vivid Voltage, again, this is assuming optimal scenario. You don't have to open past this point, and you don't get lucky and open before this point. You have to open 24 booster boxes, 4 cases. That is why the Pikachu is so hard to get. You have to open up 24 booster boxes before you can get all of the Rainbow Rares on average. And it is going to take you around that number to hit any specific Rainbow Rare you want because of how diverse the pool is. The gold card's 18. So the way it's going to work is the number of boxes you have to open will be dictated by the highest number of cards. So if there's more Rainbow Rares, it'll be dictated by the Rainbow Rares. If there's more gold cards multiplied by 3, then it is going to be dictated by the gold cards. You'll see in a minute. Shining Fates. We're going to dive a little bit into this one. It's hard. There are 16 Full Arts and 2 gold cards. Here's the issue though. The Full Arts have slightly different pull rates than Hidden Fates from what I've been able to tell. At least I think. It feels like it's 11 or 12 packs before you hit one. And then you get 2 to 3 baby shinies per little lot. I just want to throw that out there for anyone who's questioning it. Shining Fates, not even good. I don't really want to talk about it. It's not that great of a set. I don't know how the supply is going to pander out in the end, simply because of how poor the set has performed overall in regards to the demand for the singles. So, skipping past that. Battle Styles. 14 Rainbow Rares, 6 Gold Cards, 22 Full Arts. 28 booster boxes to open. That's absurd. We have exceeded what it takes to get a master set from Vivid Voltage. Chilling Reign. 23 Rainbow Rares, 12 Gold Cards, 39 Full Arts. You need 46 booster boxes in order to get the master set. Really? 46? What is that? We're looking at almost 8 cases in order to get the master set in Chilling Reign. Never mind the fact that there's a clustering issue right now in Chilling Reign where it seems like some cases are just completely dead all the way through, and then other cases are God cases where all the pulls from the other one should be. And it's... man, that is insane. And you want to think what's crazier? 12 gold cards. That means you're talking 36 booster boxes for the gold cards. 46 booster boxes to get a master set of that. Evolving Skies. So I have access to a preliminary set list. I'm going to show it right here for those of you who haven't seen it. And there are 11 gold cards, 22 rainbow rares, and 38 full arts. So 44 booster boxes. Knowing this is going to do 2 things, undeniably. 1, it is going to either control the amount of singles out there because less people are going to be cracking because people want to hoard it sealed, in which case inflating the singles market. Or 2, people are going to crack a ton of these boxes to get to the singles they want, therefore depleting the sealed market. However, in the long run, for over the next 2 years, there's going to be plenty of this stuff made. People are going to make a lot of it, or Pokemon's going to make a lot of it. People are going to crack a lot of it, going to create a lot of singles out there in the market. Here's my gamble on all this. Essentially, knowing this, the sheer number of cards in the set will offset the total supply out there over the long run as people open it, chasing the certain cards they want. And because there's so many cards and it's such a wide pool, yes, there is some... it does kind of weaken all the other cards in it because there's just so much of it. It dilutes the pulls. But because there's such a wide variety, I'm banking on the fact that maybe that massive supply or massive variety is going to offset the massive supply to some extent. Now, back to what I was saying at the beginning. How does this relate back to Celebrations? Well, Celebrations is a tiny set. So far, the main set, I think, is 23 or 28 cards. We do not know the size of the secret rare list. But here's the thing. Here's my major concern. Unless this set is something like 23, 24 plus rainbow rares, which keep in mind, in the rainbow rare slot, that's where we put the VMAX alternate arts. VMAX alternate arts by Pokelector and by the card sequence is categorized within the rainbow rare area. So those are factoring into it. Unless Celebrations is this massive set and it takes a long time to pull any specific rainbow rare or VMAX alternate art or even the gold cards, people will open this set very quickly, very rapidly, and generate master sets. So let me give you an example. Right here, Shining Legends. So Shining Legends, gorgeous set. Man, there's some dust on that one. Gorgeous set. This thing had a major issue with it though. Shining Legends was such a small set, you could open up like 20, 30 booster packs, pull a fair number of cards that you wanted. Yes, Shinings are a little harder to pull, I understand that, but you're getting the point. Pull pretty much the entire set as is, and then pull a few of the Shining cards you wanted, maybe even some of the Rainbow Rares, and maybe if you're lucky you got the Mewtwo, and then from there go buy your singles. And that created an issue where there was so much supply and nowhere near enough demand because everyone was satisfied so early on. So quickly they got satisfied. Same thing with Generations. It's not that big of a set, but there was a ton of it. And Generations bottomed out at $1 a pack. I do not actually know how far down Shining Legends bottomed out, but I can tell you for a fact the ETBs, I bought them both at like $35. They were cheap. They were bottomed out. That was last year. We decided to look at some of the Shining Legend stuff. These two things, MSRP last year. The little pins with the Zorua, Zoroark, whatever it has on it, those pins, you could go to Walmart, get a pack of 6 for $15. So $2.50. MSRP is $5 a piece per pack. This is just a warning to you guys that celebrations could follow this path. Especially if the little booster packs they add in on the side is stuff like Guardians Rising, Sun and Moon Base, which I would not be surprised. Just look at the first partner packs. All of them have Sun and Moon Base. If they add Battle Styles is brand new and people are already sick of it. Or even Chilling Reign to an extent. You can already see the wind being knocked out of the sails of Chilling Reign. It's not looking good as of right now. It's really going to bank on the little booster packs that are inside of the set, along with how difficult it is to pull things. Pokemon would either have to have this massive behemoth of a set, or short print the hell out of a bunch of cards in order to keep up the demand. But if they short print, it is going to tank the cards of everything else in the set except the one and create a super lottery set. Which that may be a conversation in its own right, but that would be very bad in my opinion. So yeah, that is why I'm worried about celebrations, why I think those of you who want to speculate in it over the short term, for less than a year, 2 years, or even long term, right now, at release, be careful. Because you may be in for a much worse ride than you think. It may not be as easy to make tendies on that. So, tell me, what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Celebrations is going to follow down the path of Shining Legends and Generations? Or do you think it's going to be able to trailblaze forward and offset the massive supply that is inevitably going to come out of this set? So, leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.